All right, y'all already know what it is. We'll be back right after our commercial. Hi, everyone. I am Dr. Sherry. Oh, I got a good one planned for you guys today. But y'all already know what I have to do before I even get started. If I don't put these glasses on, I can't see anything. I can't do anything. Did I ever tell y'all the secret behind these glasses? So let me explain to y'all about these glasses, okay? Now, I went and I paid $400 get my eyes checked, got some good bifocals. I was so happy. Went to go pick them up, couldn't see a thing. So I was told by one of my girlfriends to go and just get some cheap glasses at Dollar General, what have you, and just keep putting them on till you can see. $1, no, $5 glasses, as opposed to $400 glasses that I couldn't even see in. All right, y'all know I had to get that out because I'm still kind of pissed a little bit about that situation. Anyway, hey everybody, I got a good one planned for you guys today. It's a good one. I'm trying to tell you, you know when I say it's a good one, it is a good one. I want to talk about the J word again. But this time I want to give you some real punches to the gut on it. Okay. Now, before we begin there, if you're joining me for the first time, once again, I am Dr. Sherry. All right. And every Friday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I do a free orientation, kind of going a lot in depth about this whole fraud thing. Okay. Where it began. And I have receipts. I have receipts that I show you. So join us tonight. Also, don't forget newstatusnewlife.com. If you'll go over there, we have reading material for you so you can kind of understand how it began. We have information on there, just getting started. Now, if you own property, homes, or land, we have our land and soil, ASN land and soil land patent class coming up this Saturday. Not tomorrow. I'm sorry. February 22nd, next Saturday. We start our second class, okay? Our second session, you guys. All right, we had a first session that ended. Oh, God, it was so beautiful. And now we're starting our second session for the year. So if you want to sign up for that, go over to newstatusnewlife.com and go ahead and click at the top where it says Land and Soil Property Group, and it'll take you right there to get the instructions on doing that. I am telling you right now, if you own property, if you own land, if you're status corrected or you're thinking about getting status corrected, you need to get into this class, because the more people that we begin to teach about this, think about the damage it's going to do when you learn how to go into these courtrooms and defend yourself. And that's another thing. In this class, we teach you how to defend yourself. Speaking about defending yourself, today I want to talk about the J word, jurisdiction. All right. And I want to read something to you because you remember, I always tell you guys, you have to know who you are. If you don't know who you are, and if you're living in a state of fear, you're going to always be afraid. You're going to always be afraid. Let me see what's going on here in the comments. Hey, Antoinette, how are you? Hey, Cash. Hey, Harrison. Harrison was in the class. Harrison is in the next phase now where he's kind of getting stuff together to go ahead and pull that land patent in. So I'm trying to tell you guys, and you're hearing it for yourself. Thank you, Harrison. I pray all is well. Hey, Purple Rain. All right, let's get to it. So I want to talk about the J word, because when we are talking about jurisdiction, this is the part that keeps people in a state of fear. You know, I told y'all when I went through this, oh my goodness, I didn't have anybody to kind of kept guide. Everybody just wanted money, money, money. And I was paying it because a lot of this stuff was like underground. Nobody was talking about this. And the people that did start talking about it, you know, you were seeing things happen to them and just all kind of stuff. So when the actual atmosphere is so different now. It is so different because everybody has, you literally have to be underneath a rock if you have not heard about this. I'm like, for real. Okay. You've heard something about it. Something has come past your timeline on social media or email, but you've heard something about this by now. All right. So what we're doing at this point, we're just teaching you to be able to articulate it. So, I always say, you guys, you have to know who you are. When you know who you are, then you kind of relax in this. Okay. When I was having a consultation this morning and I was explaining to her that when I first got into this, I was nervous. Okay. I mean, it was so much information coming in that I didn't know how to decipher it all. And then I had horrible teachers because they weren't teachers. They were just giving the information. And so y'all know my background is a teacher. I was well, still am. Okay. And I've won national and international awards for my teaching. So I had like a head start on this because I know how to take in information and I know how to spit it back out to people where they can understand it. That's why the school is so successful. You guys, the school is in the top 1% of all schools, and there's over 10,000 schools. We got a little gold star. I had a fire, but now we have a gold star that says we're in the top 1%. Y'all didn't know I could hit a note. You didn't know I could hit a note. But anyway, going back to my conversation, and then I'm going to get to what I'm going to read to you guys. I was explaining to her that when I began to understand that information, it's like I kept going higher and higher and higher. It was like it was an invisible veil of protection that was put around me, and I could feel it. Okay. And I knew that nothing anybody could do could stop what I was doing. And my momentum increased with every contract I began to break. So for those that know my story, I had 6 businesses. I had LLCs galore. I had real estate agents. I was a real estate instructor in 3 states, and I had my license in 4 states, and I was doing real estate internationally, and I let it all go when I realized it was a lie. That was hard, you guys. Can you imagine walking away from something you've been trained to do for over 20 years? I was trained to do this. I was a public school teacher in 1992. Okay, I got into real estate in 2001. And I've been doing it hard, okay? Got the highest degrees, highest levels that you could get in both categories as a real estate broker and as an educator. I had a PhD, EDD, they call it, education doctor, equivalent to a PhD. So I'm trying to tell you, they got me good. They got me good. And when I realized what was going on, I was mad as hell about it. Okay. If you're in the school, I'm going to post, you guys. You got to be in the school to watch this. I'm going to post this clip I got. Yes, we are. Congratulations. I'm going to post this clip I got today of this young lady who is finally figuring all of this out. And you guys, she is so mad. She is literally crying. She is so mad. She's finally, it's like the light bulb finally went off. It's like she has all of the information, and she's finally putting 2 and 2 together and saying, oh my goodness, no, they didn't. And she videotapes it. So in the school, I'm going to post this sometime today, and I want y'all to watch, because I'm telling you, this is the same kind of wake up call that I had. I literally began crying. I was so angry. I was so mad of being taken advantage of. I was so mad that they set me up to teach the lies. And I taught people to teach the lies with my agents. So I understand that space, and that space is going to be for all of us. But when you enter into this space, going back, it's important to understand who you are. And it's important to understand when the de facto has jurisdiction over you. The J word is so important because that's where it all begins. They can only rule over those that they have jurisdiction over. So when you know who you are, it automatically removes you out of their jurisdiction. Now I'm going to give you guys a court case. I'm going to give you guys a court case. Give me a second. Let me get into my phone because I got to pull it up in here. Because of the cognitive, yes, cognitive dissonance, for those that don't know, they actually label that as a disease. It's actually a mental disease, okay? And with cognitive dissonance, what it says is that I'll give you the truth right in front of you. I'll have the proof, just like I do Friday nights. I give you guys the proof right there. I show it to you. I show you the receipt. I show it. And there's still people that will not believe it. They'll see it, right? They'll see the laws. You'll understand this information I'm about to read to you in just a second. You'll understand it. But if you're experiencing cognitive dissonance, your mind will not allow you to digest it. Your mind will begin to say to you, don't believe that, or you'll become very fearful of it. Okay? That means you're experiencing cognitive dissonance. That means you literally are dealing with a mental disease. Y'all, listen, research has already proven this is actually a disease. It's a mental disease. It's like when it's something they used against the slaves to, make them so afraid about, watching them, beat a slave in front of the whole community of slaves, or cut their feet off or their fingers off, and then making them watch it. They would put them in a state of fear that if they heard truth, they wouldn't even believe it because they would be so shell-shocked. So it's a mental disease, okay? And so it's so important that you understand when truth is in front of you, when truth is right there with the facts to the point you can look it up yourself and you still don't believe it, now you're experiencing a disease, okay, called cognitive dissonance. Thank you, ASN Individual Banker, for putting that up there. All right, you guys, let me read you this. And if you're in a school, I believe I have this in the library. Do y'all know library is lie, L-I-E, bury, B-U-R-Y. It's where they hide our truth and then they lie on top of that to make us believe it. Oh. All right, here we go. U.S. Supreme Court ruling. No corporate jurisdiction over the natural man. Let me pause right there. Over the natural man. There is a Supreme Court ruling that states, hey, Samantha, that states there is no ruling over the natural man. Now, let's put this in perspective before I even go any further. What qualifies you as a natural man or natural woman? Okay. Well, first of all, if you are checking off that you're a United States citizen, if you are checking off that you are in that United States de facto, okay, then you're not a natural man. You're property, okay, and you got to begin to understand that you're property. All right, I saw that in the school about the law. Okay, there it is. There it is. I am a natural woman. Yes, and you have to declare that. So I'm telling you, there's a Supreme Court ruling on this, and I'm gonna go a little further. I'm gonna read it to you. And it's not long. I'm not gonna be, sitting here reading no full court cases. You already know I don't be doing that kind of time. But I'm gonna give you enough where you can go and research it yourself. So what brings you out of that category? We already know that we deal with Genesis 1:26-28 a lot. And it's a lot more places in the Bible. And why do we use the Bible? Because they've already declared that it's a factual document. So of course I'm going to use something that they declared as factual. They declared everything in it as factual through their public notices, public notice 97-280. They, at the year of the Bible, 1983. Senate Joint Resolution 165, they've already validated that the Bible is a factual document. So that means when I take information out of that document, out of that Bible, it is to be true and can be used in court cases. All right. So Genesis 1:26-28 already states that man, has dominion over the land. Let's be very clear with that. So now you see why I say you got to know who you are. If you don't know who you are, it's not going to work for you. It's not going to work for you. And you need to do documentation, which is your status correction for doing it. And by the way, we get it done in 7 days. Okay. That's 7 business days. All right. if your paperwork is not done. All right, let me finish reading. All right, the court case is Penhallow versus Doane Administration, DOANE, administrators, Penhallow, PENHALLOW, okay, versus Doane Administrators, okay? And here was the Supreme Court ruling. No corporate jurisdiction over the natural man. This day stuff. Let me read. Supreme Court of the United States, 1795. Inasmuch as every government is an artificial person. Stop. Digest. Read it again. I want you to digest. Inasmuch as every government is an artificial person. What does that mean? I don't care what level. If it's a municipal government, if it's a state of state, okay? Whatever, if it's a county government, I don't care, okay? If it's a city government, if it's a state government, if it's the federal government, it doesn't matter, okay? It says in as much as every, let's break the word every down. What does every mean? It means every, okay? I don't care what dictionary you go to. Every means every. In as much as every government is an artificial person, an abstraction, and remember those conjunctions, and, or but. See, when we say and, that means we're going to keep these in this category, and we're going to lump this in there too. All right. All of this means something. Y'all, ooh, I'm so proud of myself. Do y'all see that teacher coming out of me? I'm trying to tell you now, I was a good teacher. Are y'all learning something? If you didn't learn anything, you learned about conjunctions right there, didn't you? Okay, let me keep going. All right. And a creature of the mind only. Okay? Only. A government can interface only with other artificial persons. Drop the mic, dropping my phone, but y'all get the gist. A government can only correspond with, talk to, communicate with other artificial persons. So that's why we're telling you, if you go into any type of situation where you're dealing with an artificial entity, I don't care if it's your bills, I don't care if it's a court case, I don't care what it is where you're having to interact with an artificial entity. It is important that they know who they are talking to. So if you are status corrected, that's why you have to send your mandatory notice ahead of you, because it's unfair if you don't tell them who you are. You have to tell them who you are. You have to announce to them, I'm coming. Let me tell you who I am. I'm coming, and y'all better not start no BS with me, because I'm telling you right now, I'm taking all captives. All right? Artificial person, not real. Exactly. Conjunction, junction. That's right. Conjunction, junction. What's your fun? Y'all remember that? Oh, you telling your age. Now, Jam, Party Love, you are telling your age. I remember my mother sitting me in front of the TV watching that. All right, here we go. Ooh, somebody old here like I am. All right, here it is. Let me see where I am. The imaginary. The imaginary having neither actuality nor substance is foreclosed. Foreclosed. Think about a house being foreclosed. I mean, I'm taking it back. From creating and attaining parity with the tangible. Let me break that down. Tangible means real. So what it's saying is that you don't have any right to have any type of doings, any type of communication with the real. We're not allowing you to do that. So this is why, okay, this was a sentence I was going to say earlier. So this is why we said when you go into a courtroom or you're dealing with any type of entity, yes, you have to announce yourself. But this is why you guys need 2 certificates. One, a birth certificate that they do, right? And you need to create your certificate of live birth. Your certificate of live birth can simply be an entry in a family Bible, because that's the real man. That's the natural. I've heard certificate of live births that had pieces of hair put on. I've heard a certificate of live birth that actually had the fingerprint, a blood fingerprint on it. You can do it whatever you need to do. So if you go into a courtroom or a setting, you need to hold it out. Who are you? Which one are you talking to? Which one are you referring to? Because I'm the natural woman, but here's the birth certificate entity that you all created. So explain to me which one you want to come forth and be present. They're gonna be like, get her out of here. They're gonna be like, get her out of here. Okay. This is right. Say, that's right, Jam. All right, so let's keep going. The legal manifestation. See, when we start talking about manifesting, see, then this is my word now. This one, I can manifest some stuff. Do you all know your mind is your reality? I gotta put this down for a minute because I'm about to go in. You can literally manifest anything you want, because this that we're living in is not a reality. The dates every day, it's not a reality. It's what somebody told us and they conditioned us to. Have you ever seen a state boundary line between the states? No. Have you ever? I ain't talking about the welcome to such and such. Anybody can. I could put a welcome to such and such sign up anywhere. Have you ever seen a state? No. They've conditioned us to believe it. You guys, oh my gosh, where did I do this at? What? I'm trying to remember where was it last. It was in one of my lives or what have you. But let me tell you what I talked about. This is huge here. And I'm going to come back to this, but this is huge. Oh, maybe I was having a discussion with my mother. I think I was having I was having a discussion with my mom and my boyfriend, both. And let me explain to you. It just dawned on me. Y'all know I was living in Florida for a minute, right? I was living in Florida for a minute. I lived everywhere. Lord have mercy. But I was actually living several places at one time because I had business in several places. I needed a place to stay. But while I was in Florida, it used to always just blow my mind how that sun was so big and so bright. I mean, it's like I could touch the sun, and to go to the beach and be able to, I don't know if you guys have ever seen a sunset, but oh my goodness, the sun was just so beautiful, so beautiful. So it really felt like I could just, that's right, Schoolhouse Rock. It just felt like I could just kind of touch the sun, right? Okay, now wait a minute. This is good. I had to jump out the shower. Yeah, it's about to really get good. It's about to really get good. And so, and I think I told y'all, my boyfriend is really deep with the Moorish civilization history. And I mean, he can take you all the way back, like all the way to the point it blows my mind. I pick up around like the late 1800s, and I bring you forward to your living life now and try to teach you how to unravel stuff. He can take you all the way back. And so he was like, you got to teach people about more civilization. You got to teach them. And I was like, I'm not understanding it yet. It's like so deep. I'm not really getting, the connections. And so you guys with me, and you all may be like this too, but for me, I get my direction through my dreams. And I'm not lying to you. I really do. Everything that I'm supposed to do, I get it through dreams and I get it through visions. And mostly my direction for my life comes to me around 3 a.m. Between 3 a.m. and I probably say about 5 a.m. in the morning. I'm literally woken up, okay, or awakened. And I can write down my directions, and I always keep a pad and pen by my bed, always. Because before I used to get the directions, and then by the time I woke up, I would forget. I would just forget what I was told to do. So I always keep a pen and paper by my bed. So when I'm giving my directions at nighttime, I get up and I write them down. And literally when day breaks, I begin to move out on it. So now I'm going to go back. So this one night, again, I told you he was, always telling me I needed to learn about this. And I was like, I don't understand it. And stuff has to be broken down to me. So one night it just came to me, when you lived in Florida, It was as if you could touch the sun. When you would go to the beach, it was like you could really see that sun setting, like you were so close to it. And so this one night, I had another thought of Antarctica. I know, just stay with me for a minute because I'm going to bring it home, but I'm telling you how it came to me. And it was like, Antarctica is the coldest place on the planet, to the point they don't even allow anybody to go there. It's so cold, right? And if you're putting comments, I'll put them up in a second. They don't allow anybody to go there. And it was just this simple, you guys, in my mind. It said, on a map, why is Florida in the south and Antarctica in the south? Now, y'all already know me. I reason. I ain't no dummy by no means. But I was like, darn right. What? That don't make sense there. The sun, do we know, is in the top of the firmament. You do know there's a firmament. The sun is at the top. Why is Florida down here? And if you take a map, Florida is considered south. And Antarctica is considered south. And you got both of these southern locations that were supposed to be cold. And then they're saying south is cold and south is hot and north is cold. But Antarctica, which is located on the south in the southern hemisphere, is the coldest place. That thing messed me up so bad. Let me see what you guys are saying. Okay. Cash says, okay, now wait a minute. This is okay. I did that one. Okay, this one says, I've been thinking this stuff since I was a kid. I always had these questions because stuff didn't make sense, especially from what's in the Bible. We already rich. Oh, they supposed to be paying our stuff. We already know. Listen, if you in the school, you already know we done broke that down. Okay. My spiritual father says smart people keep a pad and pen around during quiet time because God knows you won't forget what he tells you. That's what I'm saying. I had to start doing that. So anyway, you guys, so when I finally woke up and I got a map and I was looking at this world map, something told me, just turn the map around, flip it upside down. All right. Don't even think about Antarctica. I'm just dealing with the Americas now. Just take the Americas and flip it upside down. That thing pissed me off. That thing right there. I am telling you, even right now, I'm fuming because every time I get an epiphany of how they have made a fool out of us, it's just common sense. Everything that's in the south is hot. It's hot. But when the heat, okay, the states that carry the most heat, wouldn't they be closest to the sun? And we've been trained that the sun is at. Oh my gosh. Well, let me see what y'all are saying, because I'm trying to tell you now, that thing right there, it's like, even right now, I'm like fuming. There is no south, just east. I'm trying to tell you. Yes, the map is, see, I'm trying, but this is what I'm trying to get you to understand. Remember, I told you, my boyfriend, he knows all of that stuff. He knows the Moorish civilization. He knows how they rewrote the map. Oh, don't get me going on the map. He knows all of that stuff, but my mind, I just wasn't ready yet. I wasn't ready to digest, and I couldn't get it. I couldn't digest it. So why am I saying this? This is the same thing I have to feel for those who are being introduced to this material. This is why I have patience. This is why I have understanding. This is why I know, because I've lived. You got to take it when your body, because your body and your mind has to. Do y'all know you could literally bust a blood vessel in your brain. Trying to study so much, because some of the stuff can come at you so much. It's mind blowing for real. So when I thought about just turning that map upside down, I just did like this, because I get so angry. I don't like to be made a fool of. I'm telling you, y'all, this is like real life. I'm talking about like right now. If you saying something to me and you trying to give me some BS, like you trying to make a fool out of me, I'm serious. You will see another side real quick. No, I will get you straight real quick. Okay? Real quick. because I don't like anybody to try to just feed me something and think I'm just going to digest it. That's how I feel about this information. But we've been so programmed. Even now, I get so angry to know they programmed us so bad. They programmed us so bad. Even when I think about April 1st being April Fool's Day, that they're making a fool out of us because we don't understand that is truly the new year. And it's common sense. The grass is growing. The trees are getting leaves. Everything is new flowers. The animals are getting a new energy. It's just common sense. Oh, let me finish here. What are y'all saying? Let me see. Let me see. It will make most people depressed. Fine. I know. You got to take it. You just got to take it how you can take it. That's all I can tell you. Cash is saying, just saw a Morris post showing East flip with West, North flip with South, and that Egypt's in the, don't get me going. Oh, don't get me going to y'all. I am not going to make this live long tonight. Don't get me going on the Grand Canyon. What? I don't know if y'all have been to the Grand Canyon. I have been to the Grand Canyon. I have flown over the Grand Canyon. How come they only take you to one side of it? Even if you'll try to get a tour or a trip or what have you, they will only give you a tour and a trip from one side. No one is allowed on the other side. Even when you're flying, even when like I flew to Las Vegas, what have you, even flying, they have a direction whereas they're only going to fly a certain way where you're only able to see so much of it. Y'all, this stuff is real. Unlearn to relearn. I know. It's a lot of information and it's all in our face and documents. And now they're trying to hide it. And this is the thing. They can't even hide it because you go to the Library of Congress, it's right there. A comment that I know has been told to me over and over and over again by George Washington is when he said, and y'all, I'm going to mess this up a little because I don't know it verbatim, but I can kind of give you the gist of it, okay? But he says something to the effect, if you take the fezzes off of their heads, that's why those fez hats are very important, okay? If you take the fezzes off of their head and the sandals off of their feet, we will be able to wipe out entire generations. So what were they saying? What was he saying? He was saying we have to get them to a point that they don't know who they are. Y'all, and this is where I have to get better. But again, I can only learn so much. But I agree. I need to learn more about what happened before. You know, what was going on before. You guys, they knew how to harness energy. With all this electricity stuff, you know they're just putting a meter on your house. They're not giving you electricity. You know that, don't you? They literally are just giving a meter and putting on your house, and you're paying for how much energy you're using. But energy is free. When I had a school, I think I told y'all I had my own school. I taught homeschool students. I would bring the homeschool students into my school and teach them so they didn't have to go to school. So anyway, go to public school. I took my students to a house that was fully charged, electrically charged by solar panels. They didn't use electricity from the electrical, the electric that came from the county at all. It was totally operating off of solar energy. Y'all know this is not new stuff, right? You got to know this is not new. All right. They were harnessing energy years ago. Years ago. That's how they built the pyramids, through energy. It's impossible to lift those blocks. Do y'all know how heavy that stone was? There's not anybody in this world that is strong enough. I don't care how many men you bring in to put those things in place the way they harness energy to be able to do that. Let me see what y'all saying because the comments are flying. I'm getting hot. Y'all know I be getting mad about this kind of stuff. There's still 85% gold in the canyon. I don't doubt it. They can't take it all out without being caught. I'm trying to tell you. They had to dumb us down so they could rook us. That's right. You say rook and nook. Some people walk down into the canyon and video and slip out. They're just to get just to get footage. I would like to see that footage. If you know where it is, let me know. They ship Europeans here and took their mothers and fathers and put them into insane asylums and trained the kids how they wanted. Yes. And it's just terrible. Let me see. Cash is saying they didn't invent lighting, the sun, the moon, water, air, none of it, but charging us. Yes, we own. Say it again. I'm going to take this comment down and I'm putting it back up. Okay, I'm taking it down. Okay, putting it back up. We own the land. I want to say that from again. All right. ASN says, yes, electricity is free from the ether. Let's see. Harris is saying masters of brainwashings for eons. Yes. Yes, it's so sad. It is so sad. All right, you guys. I don't know. How did I get off the track there? How did I get off of track? Y'all know me. I'll be gone for it. Okay, let me take that out. Okay, let me go. Lord have mercy. My children are texting me like crazy right now. All right. Give me a second. Let me go back. Oh, y'all, while I'm pulling it up, why is that not working? While I'm pulling it up, every Tuesday, I bought in TikTok. So I'm doing TikTok lives every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys, we got a lot of work to do. So, of course, y'all can catch me here on YouTube, right? But on Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I am Dr. Sherry everywhere, okay? Join my lives. You guys, you'll see some of the people asking questions. They're clueless. They're clueless what's going on. So if you're coming here, come over there and come on my live so you can start helping me. I'm trying to educate. Think about it. The more people that we educate, we'll be able to tip the scales. That's what it's about. The more people we educate, the scales are going to keep tipping. Y'all understand that what I'm saying? You have to understand that. That's a crucial point. Everybody that we keep educating, that's a whole family that will be educated because they're going to start saying something and the scales are going to start tipping. So that's why it's important that we educate. And I need y'all over there. And when you come over there, hit them hearts. I don't know what that mess means yet. I'm still trying to figure it out. I've been on TikTok for a long time, but hit the hearts because I think with the hearts, it pushes it out, and share it with your following. Just push share and it'll share it out to your following. And what else? And they got something with stars and coins and all that kind of stuff. So y'all know I love gifts. All right, you can give me some gifts. So let me go over here. Y'all know I'm silly. All right, where I leave off? Okay, we talked about, I think I left off at tangible, remember? Okay. Oh, the manifestation. The legal manifestation of this is that no government, as well as any law, agency, aspect, court, etc., can concern itself with anything other than corporate artificial persons and the contracts between them. Penhollow versus Duane's administrators. Y'all, it don't. So now let me end with this quote. This quote comes from Henry David Thoreau. And he says, for every 1,000 men who hack at the branches of evil, you know, hack means to do like you're trying to chop it down. So let me read that again. For every 1,000 men who hack at the branches of evil, there is only one who is striking at the root. That means they're not going anywhere. They're not going anywhere. Okay? They're not going anywhere until you get to the root. With you guys, you're getting to the root of the evil. So you take 1 at 1,000. Some people might learn this information and they're hacking, trying to understand this is evil. I'm trying to knock the evil down. I'm trying. But out of 1,000 men, only one is going to be able to knock the tree of evil down. Only one is going to be able to get to the root of that tree and knock it the hell down. Okay? All right, let me see what's going on. Yeah, I'm about to get off of here. I've been here a long time today. Y'all know I'm really be doing only 10 to 15 minutes. I got rid of TikTok. Why? When Israel took it over recently, I'm on Red Note. They translated in English. Come on back over to TikTok. I know we got all that going on, but come on back over. I need you over there. All right. Can't get on TikTok. There it's back in the it's back in the App Store now. It's back, and I actually got a thing yesterday that's back in a Google store, and it's back in the App Store. So you should be good. What? Is this in the school library? Yes, Penhallow versus Dwayne. It's in there. Go down in the library and come all the way down to court cases. I put it right there for you guys. I think I got the whole case in there. The TikTok app in the App Store is supposed to be back up. Yes, it's back up, Andrea. Andrea, are you the same Andrea with the with my land and soil? I don't know if I'm talking to the same one or not. I think I am, but I just want you to verify. It's so I want to, girl, I got to let them know what's going on if that's you. Okay, thank you. I'll try again. All right, I can't. I'm against Israel. They are the world. Okay, I understand. I understand. All right, you guys. I am ending out. I'm tired. Look at that. I was almost on here an hour. Oh, my Lord. All right, you guys. So let me go. Got some work to do. Got some, y'all, we're doing trust now for people. We're still doing status correction, but we're actually handling trust documents. We are assisting with the creation of documents and trying to help people understand court cases, okay, and understand those documents that need to be filed. So if you're needing assistance with all of that, let me know. No, I'm in the school. Oh, okay. All right. But I have your email. Yes, you do. You got my email. All right, you guys, I love you so much. I'm about to come off of here because got people to see and things to do. I'll catch you tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Zoom. NewStatusNewLife.com to go ahead and register for that. If you're in the school, just hold on. I'm going to be posting this clip I got of this young lady who starts crying when she learns the truth. All right. I love you guys so much. Until next time.